Yes, Doug. Jose Mourinho was just sacked by Roma. Jürgen Klopp announced he's leaving Liverpool at the end of the season. U.S. fans couldn't help but muse about the possibility of one of those two guys coaching the U.S. national team down the road. I'm just curious from a financial standpoint. Let's say after the Copa America, Greg Berhalter leaves, Mourinho and Klopp call up the U.S. Federation and say, I want to coach the U.S. team, but you have to pay me market value. I want to be one of the highest paid international coaches in the world. Is that even a possibility? Does the U.S. even have the wherewithal financially to be able to afford a guy like that?
It's a very, very interesting question, and I think it's an interesting answer. So my understanding on this is, because I've asked this question to folks at U.S. Soccer, and what I was told is, like, they might not have the money in the bank right now, but if Jürgen Klopp picks up the phone and calls U.S. Soccer and says, I want to coach the U.S. men's national team, they will find a way to get that money, whether it's through sponsors, whether it's through donors. This is pie in the sky stuff. Obviously, it's a hypothetical. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think that, U.S. Soccer, wants to go out and spend $20-30 million a year on a coach necessarily. But certainly if someone like Jürgen Klopp, Mourinho's a different story, I think. But if Jürgen Klopp, if it was his dream or Pep Guardiola's dream to coach the U.S. men's national team, they would find the money to pay either one of those guys. I think that if that was the situation, it would happen, but I don't think that's going to be the situation, unfortunately, for the U.S. men's national team.
All right, thanks to Doug McIntyre. Always a pleasure to have him on the show. Mosse, that last thing that he said, and I love that question that you asked him, do you think that if Jose Mourinho or Jürgen Klopp did pick up that phone, do you think that the United States Federation would move heaven and earth to do that? I don't think so. If it's a bad summer for Greg Berhalter, that's one thing. But what if it's a good showing at Copa America and they're heading in the right direction? Obviously, they came back to him. Do you think the money thing? They'd figure out the money thing. I'm much more concerned as whether they would actually do something like that.
Well, the way I framed the question to Doug was, what if Greg Berhalter left after the Copa America, which presumably would mean that the U.S. did very poorly when out in the group stage.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I would be interested to see if the Federation would push Greg Berhalter aside, regardless of how far they feel he has come with this team or the direction that they're heading, in favor of somebody like Pep Guardiola and or Jürgen Klopp. I know there's a lot of people that would say absolutely that's a trade up that they will take. Yeah, we'll see. You like that clip? Well, my State of the Union podcast drops twice a week right here on my very own YouTube page. The only way to stay up to date is to hit that subscribe button down below. Size the day, and see you soon.